Choices International offer individual counseling, and we like to call it emotional wellness. It doesn't mean that something is wrong with you, and our job is to remove the stigma of mental health. It's okay to have a season in life where you need support. So we provide individual counseling, emotional wellness to help you work through whatever it is that you're dealing with at this particular season in your life to get from point A to point B. And our couples counseling, again, this is for married and or unmarried persons who are living as a union. We provide counseling services to assist them with getting through some of the hurdles that they may face as a union. Also, overcoming some of the obstacles that come. Sometimes there's infidelity, sometimes there's addiction, sometimes there's financial problems, or just communication problems, helping couples to build a foundation to grow and stay as close as they'd like to be. We understand that addiction is not just you being lazy, but you need assistance in dealing with the compulsion and the urges to medicate whatever it is that you're dealing with. So we provide empathy, we provide strategies and skills. We help you to understand the traps and the triggers and coping skills to help you battle the addiction. So please know you don't have to go through this by yourself, that we are available and here to do this season of life with you. So we deal with marijuana, alcohol, PCP, synthetic marijuana, cocaine, and opiates. So there is no shame in the disease of addiction. Again, addiction is a disease, and we're here to offer support, help, and strategies to help you win this battle. We offer group services to assist teenagers and middle school age children deal with things like bullying, self-esteem, appropriate peer relations, appropriate family dynamics. So come on now, we offer groups. Our groups are intimate and small, 8 to 10 children, and we have skilled facilitators who will walk the children through their own process. It's a safe place that's created so they can express themselves and know that they are heard and they are helped in a time of need. Please know that they can all be addressed successfully within relationships. The first thing to consider is safety, safety, safety. Safety is first. Please make sure that your decisions that you're making secure you and any other loved ones with regard to your span of control. So get safe. And sometimes that means talking to someone so they can help you identify what safety looks like. Oftentimes when we're in toxic relationships, abuse, adultery, and addiction, and it's chronic, creates a toxic relational environment. So you may lose sight of what a healthy, supportive relationship looks like.
I think I heard you say that the first thing is to identify the self-thinking.
Yes, the conversation. So one of the things that Dump Your Junk Emotional Detox I've done is developed a 5-stage process, which is called the A+ Stages of Change Life Model. And the first phase is awareness. And I teach that every human being talks to themselves. And the first conversation of awareness is usually coming from our past experiences that we're not even cognizant that we have developed or tell ourselves every day. The second phase is acceptance, and that's when we are aware of what we were saying and we take responsibility, Tony, for changing that conversation. The third phase is action, and it's in one of those conversations that we move. and you will see the behaviors. The fourth stage is accountability. It's how we reinforce whatever that conversation. So some of us choose to think about the old conversation, and usually those are those negative and hurtful experiences. Some of us choose to think about the acceptance, and that's the new conversation, and we reinforce it with those accountability people, places, or things that we put in our lives. And the fifth stage, Tony, is assessment. That's where we evaluate and see if we're making progress or are we stagnated. So one of the things that I help people to do is first, before we talk about the behaviors, before we talk about the killings, before we talk about the racial injustice, before we look at those actions on its face, let's go back and have some conversation and say, what thought process produced those actions? Right. And how can we change those thinking processes that we can change that behavior? And it can be sustained, not a temporary fix.
Right.
But the long-term outcome is going to be determined by what we choose to now think about. And sometimes, Tony, people they don't know how to change it because they don't even realize what they're thinking in the first place.